to apply some sunbursting to the rear of the neck surface. Okay, traditionally, manufacturers that did this had a bursted edge right there at the peghead joint, and then another one right here at the heel joint, leaving the bulk of the neck profile in the amber color. So keeping with our traditions of spraying outward towards an edge, we're going to lightly burst roughly right here behind the nut and move it on out. Keep your paint can square to the face of the peghead as you work, so don't be spraying at an angle from one side or the other. Alright, here we go. Light overlapping passes. You're not going to color it all solid at one time. Take your time. Keep the peghead flat so that your paint won't run. Maybe catch side edges a little bit. Now we're going to spray the heel part with the same burst angle of attack and density of coverage that we did for the back of the headstock. Okay, so once again, spraying away from the center mass of the object, we're just going to go ahead and lay a light line. Make sure you follow the curve of the radius of the neck so that the line is even and fairly well centered with the curve along with the burst edge. And then gradually, lightly darken that. And we're going to need more than one pass to get it, you know, as dark as we want it. But there you go. So let's let this dry for about 10 minutes or so. It'll set up nicely, and then we'll do the side edges of the peghead. The trick here is to keep the paint can exactly perpendicular to the plane of the side of the peghead. In other words, you're not spraying at that from one angle directly on or another. You definitely would just want to be head on with it. And what we're going to do is begin a light burst shot from about 1/3 the way across the length out, and then we'll flip it around and do 1/3 back this way, leaving the middle part amber clear. This is tricky, and you want to use very, very light strokes with this. Here's a couple of tips to help with your lacquer toner application. First thing is, remember to pre-warm your cans, the old hot water trick that we used in the first section. Second thing is shake the cans up well. The solids, the color particles in the lacquer mix need to be well and evenly distributed throughout the paint. So shake it up really good. Third thing is let it dry very well, because the next step that we're going to use is the clear coat, finish, leveling, and sanding. And remember how lacquer burns into itself. So we want to make sure that the brown lacquer, the Encore Brown Burst, is definitely cured and set pretty well before we start applying the clear coat. We don't want the clear coat to burn in too much. It can actually cause the brown to run. So we're going to build up thin layers of clear coat on top of the color coat, and then we're going to learn how to wet, sand, and level polish.